And okay, I'm going to mute you guys for now. Okay, so the whole intent of this, this is weird, my view. I'm going to change it. Okay, the whole intent is to give you guys just some basics for social media because of everything that's going on right now with GLP-1. Good morning, Jeannie. I don't want anybody not asking questions if they feel overwhelmed, first of all. And then I also know that it's so easy to see other posts and other information that's being put out there, and then just want to take it and put it on your feed and slap it on there. But the same doesn't apply to everybody, right? And the most important thing during this season is I want your filter to be, would I like this post? Would this speak to me? Is this something I would want to see? Would this get me excited? Because we're not trying to, when we do social media, we're not trying to talk to the masses. We're just trying to talk to the people we're supposed to talk to. And more often than not, the person that you're supposed to be working with or helping in your business is you. When you boil it down and you start making that perfect profile of the perfect person you'd like to have in your team or be working with, it's you. So have that filter in your mind. Secondly, we don't want to become that person where the only thing they're seeing is the products that we represent. So we just want that to be a trickle now and again. And you really want it to be, when you think about it, when you're posting, you want it to be so that they have to ask you what you do and who you're with, because then you know who's interested, and that's how you build your funnel. Also, there are 55 people right now on GLP-1, and they are very loud, as they should be, right? We don't have it yet. So we do still have the ability, even while momentum is happening. I've never experienced anything like this. Like, I've always been told what momentum will look like. And what I was told was, and it was Stu Brody, I believe, that said it, because he experienced momentum when he was with New Skin. And he said, what happens is literally overnight, your business just rocket ships. And it's to the point where you just can't keep up. Like, things just keep happening. And it's happening. Like, I didn't know if we would really ever experience it. And it's happening. And it's so fun. So I'm so excited for everyone that is coming back in, that is choosing to be a part of this, because it truly can be. And please don't allow it to give you overwhelm. Don't allow it to stress you out. Have pure gratitude that you're here and you get to partake in this. And even while the 55 are loud and experiencing these stories, you guys, they can't talk to everybody in the world. And most of them don't know your people, right? So you're still going to have the ability to get your product, share your story, and create your own momentum for yourself while the big momentum is happening, right? So that's exciting. That's something to look forward to. So just remember that. But we want to leverage the stories of other people right now, because what our goal is to build a funnel. So if you think of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel is where they're getting closer to making a decision. And then they finally drip and they're like, yes or no, right? Consultant or customer. But the top of the funnel is where people are starting to say, I have interested, or I want to know more about this. That's our goal right now. Your goal is to create interest, get conversations going, getting them into groups, and letting them continue to get educated. And when you put people in a group, you must track it. You have to keep track of who you're putting in a group. You can't just add them and then let them fend for themselves, right? So whether you do it on paper, whether you build a quick spreadsheet, if you have a Gmail account, there are Google Sheets where it's very easy to build one. I'll show you that in a second. Have something that you can track, because what you want to do is, when you put someone in a group, you want to ask them, tell me what your goals are. Why is it you want to be in this group? And then letting them know too, because it's so true. Everybody we add to the groups, we want to know their goals so that that helps direct our course and what information and what content we give them in the groups. Okay. So the number one thing, the first thing we're going to talk about is your profile picture. Your profile picture should be updated and it should be a picture of you feeling your best. And this does not have to be professionally done. It does not have to be scheduled, nothing. This is simply when you're getting ready. Maybe you're getting ready for church or you're feeling super cute today, like you look there, Robin. You put your phone on camera mode. You switch it around so it looks at you. You find good lighting and you simply take a selfie. And take a selfie that you love. You can even, when you put your phone on camera mode, there's a timer option. You can do the timer option, set your phone aside for 10 seconds and make sure you feel good about yourself before you take that photo. But your Facebook profile photo has to be you. Because for me, if someone's Facebook profile picture is not them, in the world we live in today, I question who they really are, if it really is them, because there's so much spam in the world. So the first impression they have is, can they trust you? Do you look friendly? And do they know your face? I'm always telling people that on Instagram too. Like if they own a salon, if they own a spa, I don't want to just see pictures of their services. I want to know who I'm going to for service. So change your profile picture. That is your number one homework. Get that done this weekend when you're feeling your best. The other thing is when we talk about posting, we're in the era of GLP-1, but it's not all we want to post. It's not all we want to post, right? I said we don't want to post products. We want to post intrigue and interest. We want them to ask us what we're doing. So I want you to think of buckets. You want to have at least 3 buckets, and you do not have to post every day, okay? There are a lot of us that are posting every day, but we've been doing it a long time. I don't want you overwhelmed and stressed by this. Even if it's twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, just make that your goal. And what I want you to do is think of the buckets in your life that you would want to share. And I know sharing can be scary, but sharing can also be really, really beautiful. It's kept me in contact with people. It's allowed me to inspire people. It's opened relationships that I didn't have before. So the things you love the most, life vantage aside, okay? Do you love health? Do you love working out? Do you love gardening? Do you love being with your family? Do you love traveling? Do you love motorcycling, right? Whatever it is that you love, like those top 3 things, have 3 different buckets. And when you're living your life, when you're making your favorite recipe, when you are out and about at your favorite grocery store, like I love Trader Joe's, like just take a quick photo of you in front of Trader Joe's, or take a quick video. Like you literally just set your phone up and get a video of you making your favorite recipe, and you can share that. Those are things that you can share. Robin, acupuncture, like sharing the things that you love, doing that 2 to 3 times a week. So there are posts called connection posts. And connection is when you're sharing a part of your life. That is you connecting to the person that you want to talk to. I used to get caught up in wanting to appease everybody and talk to everybody, and that's exhausting. Now I know that I want to talk to the woman that is over 40. She's almost an empty nester. She's looking for community. She wants to be healthy. I know that she's married and she just needs more in her life. Like she's my girl, right? That's who I'm talking to. And then you get other people by default. You just get other people by default. But who's the one person you want to talk to? So the connection post is you're talking to her by sharing what you do and sharing your life, right? Because they probably do some of the same things. And then there is a value post. And value is when you're sharing tips with them. You're sharing things that you do in your everyday life that are of value to you, that could be of value to other people, but we don't think about that. We don't think we have value to share. We discount what we know. And Corinne, I know for a fact that you could bring so much value to people through healthy living and the choices that you make as well. So I will share these with you guys. I'll put these in Team Act, but these are some examples of like when you're sharing value of, and these will probably be a great like little mind juggler for you of what you could say or what you could share. If you haven't tried blank, watch this. 3 reasons why I love. Don't buy that, buy this instead. Maybe it's a healthy cleaning product, right? Want blank, then stop scrolling. Like I could have said the other day, want a healthy way to do some exercise at home, then stop scrolling. I shared a walking pad that I invested in through Amazon. And I have gotten so many comments on that. And it's a way to, and one of the comments, I've gotten a ton of comments on it, but I will share these with you guys. But these are going to give you ideas to think of what you could share with other people. I'm going to show you real quick what I shared and what it turned into. And again, when you share, you're not looking to get, a million responses. You're just looking for that one. If you can just get that one, that will make all the difference. So I put a post out about the walking pad that I got, and I intentionally did not put the link to the walking pad in the post. And I did that because I wanted people to have to ask me for the link. Because by asking me, then I can take it to Facebook Messenger and I can start talking to them. Now, a lot of these people I already knew, 78 comments, right? And half of those are me, so it's half that. But like this gal, I can't wait to start talking to her because I know that she had a bra business and it's not working anymore. They changed the way that they do business. But there was one gal in here, I'm not going to find it, but anyway, she asked me about it. And when she asked me about the walking pad, she said, and let me know what else you're up to or what else you have going on. And so when I took it offline, I'm like, well, here's the walking pad. Tell me why you asked. What's going on? That's all I said. And she wrote back a book of what is going on with her health. And I got her into the group. We're going to talk about some different strategies that she could use. I'm probably going to use third-party validation with Gloria Brinker. That's what you're looking for. Don't give away the farm when you give value. If it's a link to something, don't give that away, right? I knew that if people wanted this walking pad, I knew they were going to ask me, and they did. And that's what starts the conversations over here. That's where your bread and butter is. Okay, so you have your 3 buckets. Think about those and don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If you have a tough time thinking of your buckets, then let me know and we'll talk about that. But just 3 areas of your life that you live and that you're passionate about and where you think you could connect with other people and bring value. Everybody can. We just don't believe enough in ourselves to do it, but everybody can do that. Okay. Build your funnel, connection, value. So when we start these conversations offline, oh, here's one other basic thing I want to teach you. I posted in Team Act a post for you to share. We'll go over there. Team Act is our team page. This is everyone that's on my team. I always hate saying that. It sounds like so. Anyway, so I put in here a post that worked. I gave it to someone that is also coming back in, wants to build again. And she's like, I don't know where to start. And I literally was like, post this. So I gave her these 2 pictures. And then I put the post in here of literally to say, I cannot unsee this. I'm hearing the most amazing testimonies from a new GLP-1 product coming to market. I'm in a group where all the updates and stories are being posted, who wants in. And that's it. So if you were going to post this same thing, here's what you do. You're going to click on the picture and do this on your phone. It's easiest on your phone. You're going to click on it on your phone, and then you're going to hold down. Here, I'm going to right click. You're going to hold down on your phone, and you're going to save it to your camera roll. And then you're going to go to the next picture, and you're going to hold down on it, and you're going to save it to your camera roll. So they're in your camera roll, ready to post, right? And then to get what I said, just simply go to this post. And on your camera roll, it's going to have you can't just take a little bit out of it. So on your camera roll, it's going to highlight everything in the post. Let's say this is everything, right? So just copy that by holding down, it'll say copy. And then what I do is I go over to my notes. I make a new note, and then I paste it in here. You'll just hold down and it'll say paste. It'll give you that option. So then you're going to have the whole message here, but you only want a little of it, right? So now you're just simply going to take away everything that you don't need, right? You can delete everything you don't need, or you can just go to what you do want, this right here, and just highlight what you want, and then copy and paste that into a new post. Copy and paste that into a new post, and you're all set to go. Or if you want to get really simple, just type it up again in your post, right? You could add some emojis. But that's how you save the photos, and that's how you share them. Does that make sense to everybody? I want to make sure I can see you. Okay, awesome. I want to make this as simplistic as possible. Okay, then let's talk about the groups. So just before all this went bananas, I had been in the process of learning and working on creating a group for us because of a training that I did with Bob Heilig. He is called Your Virtual Upline. Your Virtual Upline. He does a podcast, and you can learn a lot from that podcast about network marketing. Very simplistic things. If you want to build your confidence, just simple things. Your Virtual Upline is a podcast. So I created this group so that it's not just GLP-1 focused, but so that it is a place where we could put people in there, and you have somebody that comes to you and says, I want to know more about what you're doing, or they comment on a GLP-1 post that you do, or you post about your favorite protein powder, and you start a conversation with them, and they're like, I know I don't get enough protein. I've been so tired lately. Middle age has the best of me. And you can say, you know what? I've got a place for you. I have a group of a lot of middle-aged women where we're talking about things just like that. If you want to be a part of it, let me know and I'll add you. That's what this group is for. And yes, right now it is GLP-1 focused. So when I add people in here, I let them know this is a group where we're going to talk about all things health. But right now, just so you know, it is pretty much GLP-1 focused because that is a new product that we're launching. But when you add someone to a group, this is very, very important. When you add them to a group, you're going to invite them. And the easiest way to invite someone is through your phone. So you'll go to the group, you'll bring up the group, and you'll simply click the invite button. And when you click the invite button at the very top, the very, very top, it will say share group, very top. So you'll click share group, and then it will bring up, it'll say copy the link. On the very bottom in the middle, it'll say copy the link. You'll copy that link, and it will be copied right away. And now you can go to Facebook Messenger or to text. You're going to click on a space, like you're going to comment, paste will come up, and you'll paste the link to the group to them. That is the best way to do it because that allows them to find the group and get a direct invite that they don't have to go searching for. So invite them that way. Once you invite them, you're going to tell me you invited them. And then I know to go here to the member requests and I know to approve them. Okay. So I will click approve. And then once I've approved them, I'm going to let you know that they're in and they're approved. And then what I want you to do is right here at the very top, there is a welcome post that says start here. And then you will go to the comments and you will tag them. So this system is called ATM. You add someone to a group, you tag them in a post, and then you message them that you did that. Okay. So I will go to this post. I'm going to type in my sister. She's always my guinea pig. So I'll type in my sister and say, welcome, start here. And I'm going to tag you on a couple more posts. Okay, so then when I click enter, watch what happens to her name. Her name shows up in bold and black. That means she's in the group. If her name were to show up in gray with a circle and a line through it, let me see if, like right here. Oh, nope, that's not one. Right here. See this circle with a line? Michelle did not see this post. She's not in there. And you're not going to know until you click enter. So make sure you pay attention, because if she doesn't see it, you can go here and you can just delete your comment. And then you can go back to your guest and say, I see you're not in the group yet. Did you have a tough time finding the invite? I've had to follow up with a few people, right? And it's not that they don't want in. They just didn't have time to look, or it got lost. And then I just send them another one. So make sure it shows up in bold. Now, the other post that I would like for you to tag them on right now, and just so you know, please watch the welcome video for yourself as well. The welcome video, literally, like the class I took gave me the script. I only had to change a few things, but it's just welcoming them to Live Life Activated, what the intention is of the group, what we want to bring to them. And I literally tell them, and yes, we do have a goal where we would love to get you as a customer on some of our products. Like I tell them that straight up so that they know that, right? But that it's a safe place as well. But there is, at the top here, there's a guide, and there's a guide called GLP-1 right here, understanding GLP-1. So I want you to tag them on this education. GLP-1, remember this is recorded. So you'll click on the guide, understanding GLP-1, and these guides are there so that you don't have to scroll through the page trying to find what you're looking for. So now we're at the GLP-1 guide. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to keep going until I find this one, the education. So this is education that Gloria Brinker did. She explains GLP-1 in the most amazing way ever. She makes you understand it like you're a second grader. And again, you'll go to the comments and you'll tag them and you'll say, start here, especially if they're interested in GLP-1. Start here. This is the best explanation of what GLP-1 actually is. Okay. And then another good one, I think, I'm not tooting my own horn, but is so that they know what activation is. We talk about activation and we throw it around, but nobody knows what it is. And I had a guest ask me, what is this activation, right? So I went in live and did, and this is guide 1, what is activation and who are we? So I went in and I did a quick live. It's 4 minutes. People like short. 4 minutes on what activation means. And then you can tag them here and just say, this is our foundation. This is what activation means. Okay. So we have this group. This one is specifically for our team. And then Michelle Poe has Vitality Living. And Vitality Living is for all of our teams. It's for all of their whole organization, and they are at the top of the company. So Vitality Living has always been a place where we bring guests and customers. The difference between this page and the one I created, this one's very, very large. I wanted a place that was more intimate so you can better track your people. And I wanted a place where we could bring all of you forward and you're more open with your stories as well. But in here are products and testimonies, all products, all testimonies. So when you add someone in here, you do the same. Send them an invite, you let me know, I'll approve them. You let them know that they're in and that you're going to tag them. Once you tag them, you let them know you tagged them. When you add someone in here, a really great thing to do is, let's say you have somebody there and their hormones are off and you put them in Vitality Living, you can select the word hormone. You can search it. And then I click enter, and same thing on your phone. And it's going to bring up all the posts that talk about hormones. And then what I'm going to do is read some of these posts, make sure that they pertain to my person. I'm going to go to the comment and I'm going to tag them and I'm going to make sure they see it. Okay. So if you feel overwhelmed by, okay, there's different groups, how do I know which one to put them in? It's about your person, right? I would say to you right now, like if people are reaching out to you, we're going to be posting about GLP-1. We can't not, right? So I would get them into a GLP-1 group first, like our group. I'll show you another one as well. And then let them know, I know you're dealing with some other issues. If you want, we do have another group. It's much larger, but it's filled with stories and science. And I could put you in there and tag you on some of the posts that talk about Hashimoto's, talk about hormones, talk about lack of energy. And that could help you with where you should start right now before GLP-1 comes out. Okay. That's the invite that I would give them. And they may want to, and they may not want to. It may be too much, and that's okay, right? If they don't want to be in Vitality Living and you have someone dealing with other health struggles, we do third-party validation. You let us know, and we'll find somebody to help answer their questions, okay? The other one is called Activated GLP-1. I really hope these don't overwhelm you, but, and this one was created by Sean and Michelle. They created this because they were putting everything into Vitality Living, but they have a team from Canada that's in Vitality Living as well, right? I said it's all of their team. We don't know when Canada will get GLP-1. So for them, it was kind of like business suicide, talking about something they can't offer to their people. So that's why they created this outside of Vitality Living. And a lot of people in here as well, and a lot of great activity, a lot of action. Sweet Gloria, she's posting everywhere all the time. I just love her for that, giving everybody value. So find the one that you love. Maybe you want to put your guest and they're good with going into both groups, right? Maybe you just want them into one. I am trying to take a lot of the educational videos and also put them in the other group. But you do what's best for your guest. For you, I would say, get in with whatever you want, because I want you to be building your belief and building your own excitement through all of this, okay? So those are the groups, and that is how to get them in there. I also have put a script together on that post that I gave in Team Act and at that sample post, which I think Melissa is up to 12 people that she's put in our group because of this post. And Melissa has not posted in a long time, and she has not been involved in LifeVantage in a long time. And this post worked for her. So if you're looking for a first-time post, I would use this. I would definitely use this. And here's the thing, honestly, if you're someone that doesn't post a lot, and then suddenly someone sees you post this, you're going to grab their attention because they're like, whoa, where'd she come out of the blue? And what is this? It grabs people's attention. So, or if it's scary to you and it feels uncomfortable, then just take a week of just saying hello again, right? You could do a very simple post of just saying, hi, coming back. I know I've been away for a while. How's everybody doing, right? Comment hi if you saw this. That is a great way just to get people engaged as well. The goal is you want to engage with the people that are engaging on your posts, okay? Let's stay in here. I keep getting off rabbit trails, but in Team Act, on here, I put the link to the group. You could copy and paste this and save this in your notes. You literally could copy this, put that in your notes, and then it's always there. So you don't have to go looking for it in the group. But I gave the steps of what you say to your people when you add them and how you do it. And I put this in, I have a guide at the top of Team Act. You can go to guides. And there is a GLP-1. They all going to come up over here. Here we go. When you click guides, they'll come over here on the side. And this is, you can't see guides on your phone, unfortunately. Don't ask me why. Facebook's just stupid. But I have a guide that is GLP-1 training. And then I have a guide of posts, GLP-1 posts to invite people to the group. So you just click on that. And when you click on it, you'll be able to see this post. It's first thing. I've got another one that Vicky did talking about food noise. If you struggle with food noise, there's a post that she did. And then this was another one. It's an image that can get people's attention. And then the post. And again, just copying and pasting it to your notes, making sure that it fits you. Because if you were to copy this whole thing from the guide right here, it's going to give you this top part. And if you were to post that right into your post, it's going to have this too. And you don't want that for your people. Okay. So make sure you audit it and you review it before you put it on your page. But again, we don't want that to be the only thing that we do. So that's Team Act, and where you can find things too within the guide. If you're going to make a post and you have no idea if this makes sense, you still feel overwhelmed, just message me. Just message me. I will help you audit it, edit it, change it up a little bit. At this time in my life, like by doing this, it doesn't take me a long time to help you edit it or help you come up with something better. It just doesn't. The other thing I want to share with you are some people that I would suggest you start following because of the posts that they have. Using their posts, you never have to ask these people. I've asked them out of courtesy and they always say whatever you want. I know that from these people. So if someone posts something that you love and you want to post it, these are people I recommend. Kimberly Kobensky. You can take like a screenshot of this or take a picture of this quick. Kim Kobensky is all heart, just does really beautiful things. She shares a lot of her life, a lot with her boys, things like that. She shares inspirational posts, Bible scriptures. Those are other great things to share. The other one I wanted to suggest is Marilee Marasich. I love what she shares as well. She does really great things and she has a great cadence to her posts, and how she shares like inspiration, things like that. And she has a great post here that she shares about her weight loss. Yeah, even this right here, in 39 days, the world's first natural GLP-1 activator hits the market. Weight loss and countless health benefits never looked so good. The results from our trial group are absolutely incredible. You could change this and just say, we've got a group where we're sharing it all. Who wants in? That literally could be an invite that you do. But I don't want you to invite people into the group more than once a week. Do it once a week, but not more than that, right? So you literally, if you wanted to post this on Marilee's page, you could copy it. You go to your own page. It's going to show up right here at the top. That's me. I'm going to click, and this little square right here gives you squares like that to post in. So I could click on this one, or I could click this little box here, and it's going to bring up, look, all these cute little options, right? So I could pick an option and literally paste what she just said. Oh, sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it takes it out of the, shoot, guys, that wasn't a good example. Darn it. Because sometimes it takes it out of that if you have too many letters. Let me try one more. Of course, this would happen when I'm trying to show you. Sometimes Facebook's like, yeah, I'll let you put all that in there. And sometimes they're like, nope, not going to work. Okay, well, it's not working today, but it can work. It can work. Just try it again. Okay. Or if it doesn't work, see if how it didn't work there. You could go back to Marilee's post and you can take a screenshot. This is getting too complicated, but you could literally take a screenshot of what she posted and then you can crop it. Okay, so that's for another time, more technicalities. But if you know how to do that, you literally press the two buttons on the side of your phone to take a screenshot, and then that comes up on your phone. And at the bottom, it'll be a little arrow to crop. And you just literally move the lines so that it's perfectly around the square that she posted. And you could post that as a photo on your feed, just like what she just did. And it's going to look like you put it in the box, if that makes sense. A lot that I learned too, like you could literally do a quick YouTube video that says, how do you crop a photo on my iPhone? And it'll show you. It'll be like a 2-minute video. That's where I learned a lot of my stuff, is just by going to YouTube. So the other person I thought that is great to follow is Dr. Jess Bueller. I'll bring up her thing real quick too, so you can take a picture of hers. But again, you want to be careful also because she's a doctor. So some of it might not be the way that you talk, right? But you might want to take some little tips from it. But this is Dr. Jess Bueller. So you can take a screenshot of that as well. Maria Williams, who's on one of our upline. She's fun to follow as well. Michelle Poe, just to get some inspiration for you, okay, of things that you can post. Great place to, if you're stuck. And sometimes what I'll do is like on the weekend or a Sunday, that's when I'll kind of get my ideas for the week of what I want to post. And I'll have the pictures in my camera roll ready to go. And then in the notes of my phone, I put like what I'll want to say. Like the post I did last night, I created that, the day before. I just had this moment of, okay, I need to talk about this. I was feeling inspired. I typed this up in my notes. I propped my phone on the side of my couch and took this photo of myself, just set my timer. And then when it was time to post it, I just copy and pasted it and it was ready to go. I had it in the notes of my phone first. Okay. All right. Keep track of the people you add to the groups. Keep track of the people you add to the groups. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, and then I'll open it up for questions. We have a Facebook Messenger chat called Team Act Social Media Shareables. If you are not in that and you want in that, let me know. So what we do, this is not a place to ask questions. This is a place where we post ideas for you. So there are videos, like here's a post where actually someone said, my sister just posted for the first time in a long time. Can you go give her some love? We've got some videos in here. We've got some things that you can put in your stories. And I think I already have a training of actually how to work your stories. I'll find that and I'll bring that to your guys' attention so that you can watch that. But I don't want to get you confused right now with stories. I just want you to focus on your posts and the value from that. But we'll put information in here that you can post or put in your stories. I'll give you, post ideas, but it's a great place to go. And once you're added, you should be able to see everything. This video right here would be a great post, right? Maybe next week at some point you post this. And all you do is when you're in this Facebook Messenger group, you're going to click on this on your phone. And when you click on it, I'll show you. You're going to click on it. We'll just have to scroll up a little bit to find it. You click on it, just tap on it. And then at the very top, let me turn it down. The very top, there's a little arrow. See that arrow? Like that down arrow? When I click on that down arrow, it saved it. It saves it to your camera roll. And then it's in your camera roll. And now when I go to make a post where it says, I open Facebook, it says, what's on your mind at the top. I'm going to click on what's on your mind. I'm going to go to my photos. And then it's right there at the top of my photos. And I click on it. And then I click next. And I literally post it. Oops, I don't want to post it. But it will post it right to your stories. Right to your stories for you. Sometimes knowing how to save it is the hardest part. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about that's the most important is we're putting in this action, we're making these posts, and now people are starting to tap the thumbs up, they're tapping the love button, they're commenting, and now it's like, okay, what do I do with that? Now you take those conversations to Facebook Messenger and you start a conversation. Let me share my screen one more time. I will share this with you as well. These are some scripts, okay? Simple one-liners that you can share with people. So for instance, a comment you could make, this is not specifically related to the content. So let's say my post about the treadmill, the walking pad. If I saw that Corinne liked it, I could simply go to Facebook Messenger, find Corinne and say, hey, Corinne, thanks so much for taking the time to like my post today. I'm curious, what are you currently doing to stay healthy in your life? Or have you heard of the walking pad? You use a walking pad, right? If it's a post about health, or if it's a post about motorcycling, or some kind of post where you show yourself doing something or using something, this is something that you could do to reach out to them and start a conversation with them. If it's a related comment, so it's in response to something you shared, maybe you shared like a problem that you had and a solution you found, or an opinion that you have, you can simply say, hey, Corinne, thanks so much for leaving that comment on my post. I appreciate your perspective and would love to hear more. Or that's a very common problem I see. How long has that been an issue for you? Let's say you're talking about being excited of getting rid of some middle-aged weight gain that hasn't come off, and you think you finally found a solution and someone comments on it. Take the conversation offline and say, thanks so much for leaving that comment on my post. It seems to be a very common problem. How long have you been dealing with that? How long has that been an issue for you? Right? You want to use these little scripts to help you start conversations to gain interest so that you can open up and to let them know, you know what, I actually have a group where we're talking about this stuff and we're actually launching a product that could help. Would you like me to send you an invite for it? Right? And that's how it can lead to the invitation to getting them into the group. But everyone that likes, loves, comments, does any kind of interaction with your post is a lead. It is somebody that took the time to press a button rather than just scrolling through. Okay, so I'll share this as well. I'll post this recording in TeamAct, and in the comments, I will put the tools that I shared with you today. But you want to take the conversations offline. Like I had someone the other day that they were like, somebody commented on my post, what do I do now? And I just walked them through the next steps. And they literally were sending me screen shares of the conversation. And I was helping them take those next steps. So happy to do that for you as well. But just remember, you don't go into business to become somebody else. You go into business to help other people. And so when we can take the focus off ourselves and think about them, it's easier to be who you are instead of trying to think of the perfect script, right? The best thing you could ever say to anybody is like, I don't know the answer to that, or I'm not sure what to do here, or I don't know the answer, but I know somebody that does. And then just connecting them with me, letting me know, Tanya, somebody's got questions, somebody wants information. What do I say? I'm always going to say, don't say anything. Get them in a third party. Get them in a third party. You are here to earn money while you learn. That is the key. And every step you take, every post you make, every decision you make, everything you say, you are showing somebody if this is a hard business or a simple business. You're showing them if you have to be a doctor and know science, or if you can just be yourself and be a stay-at-home mom to do the business. Everything you do shows them how this can be done in their life. And so the simpler you keep it, the more you ask for help, the more you use the groups, the simpler it's going to look for them. Okay? Okay, what questions do you have? Anybody? Well, if you don't have questions, then hopefully it made sense. Is anybody too overwhelmed? Did it all make sense?
I have a question about Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how sometimes you'll see someone's post and they've got some animation in it, or it's got animation. Someone had highlighted a line and it actually shows the animation of the line getting highlighted, or it's got like a flashing arrow or something like that. How do you do that?
Okay, so for those of you not on Instagram, don't worry about this, okay? I want you to focus where it works for you. And honestly, I start all my stories in Instagram and feed them into Facebook, but I am not posting a ton on Instagram because it's just not where I'm getting my business. My business is coming from Facebook, it's coming from relationships, and I do have people responding to my stories. But again, I did a training on stories, and I will make sure I take all of you on that were on here. So, Jeannie, when you open it up, it's so fun to play around with this stuff too. I'm going to bring up, okay.
So you're on your phone, right?
Yes, I'm going to start
Okay.
this. I was going to screen share my phone today, but my computer wouldn't let me. So I'm in Instagram, and my profile at the top has my pictures at the upper left. I've got a little blue circle with a plus. I'm going to click on the plus sign. The plus sign means, let's see. Okay, and when I click on the plus sign, it's going to take you right to like your camera roll. Okay, so I'm going to find Gloria's picture. The plus sign means you're putting stuff in your stories. It's automatically going to put stuff right in your stories. So I bring up Gloria's thing, and now I want to underline like her 6 inches. So at the very top, there is a little square. There's a square in the middle. It has a smiley face on it. I'm going to click on the smiley face square at the top. That's where all the magic happens. That's where you find everything. So like a lot of different options come up. Okay. So what I want to do is just do a search at the top in the search bar, and I'm going to search underline. And when I search underline, a bunch of options come up.
Got it. Okay.
So
Yep,
then
I
you
wasn't
find the one
scrolling.
you want. Yep. And I'll like click this one. Now it shows up on my page. There's that underline in the middle. I
Yep,
can take my two fingers, make it bigger, and now I can move it around and underline whatever I want.
perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, it's the search bar where you find all of that. Like you can search dancing, you can search whatever you want. It'll bring up characters and functions for you to add to your story.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you guys, stories can be, they're very, very fun. And people, our attention span today is for stories. It's what people, it's a TikTok. It's swipe, swipe, swipe. So watch that training. And if you have questions, let me know. I learned how to do stories by watching, again, YouTube videos, or honestly, just making trial and error. It's just looking at the functions that are available to you, adding things, tapping buttons again, because I know when I play around in my stories, I don't have to post it. You can play around in it, and it's not going to post. And if it does, oh well, you're learning. Like it just doesn't matter. People don't respond to perfection, right? They want like the real you. But I will bring that training back up. So all right. No other questions. Okay. Just really keep it simple and remember those three buckets. And I'll continue to put posts for GLP-1 ideas in TMACT and put them under that guide for you so that we continue to have those, because we want to keep talking about it. And stories are the bread and butter. So the more that we're sharing stories, our own story. When was the last time that you told people your own story of what these products did for you? When was the last time you told people a little bit about yourself or where you're at this point in life? If you haven't posted for a long time, a really great post, they say you should do this like 2 to 3 times a year, is like a little bit about me and sharing about you. People love that, right? Most of the time people are like, oh, I didn't know that about you. And you teach them something new. So, okay. Well, I'm proud of you guys for showing up this morning. Thanks for being here, and you know how to find me if you have questions. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.